Training your dog in the house is like one of the most important things for your dog's sanity and your own sanity. Luckily, my wife and I did a great job training him in the house. He's so well mannered. Yes, buddy. Give you a kiss back. Yes, thank you. Okay. Are we done kissing? We're done kissing. We're not done kissing. Are we done kissing? Tired? So I figured my wife Kara and myself run through things we do with Bruce Wayne, what we did training him in the house to start with, and what we still do even now when we want to do drill work with him. If you like Bruce Wayne, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, ring my ding-a-ling so you miss any of the newest videos on Kane Corsos or Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, come here, let's go. First things first was the couch. What'd I tell you?
No dog on the couch.
No, I said eventually.
Eventually, just not while he was such a tiny puppy.
Eventually, Bruce could get in the couch. And that was basically just because I wanted him to respect us. Yeah. I wanted him to respect our space. Meaning, he couldn't get on the couch when he wanted to.
He had to earn that privilege.
He had to earn that privilege. He had to be either invited up or asked to go up, and we approved him to go up. We also basically trained him not to go on this side of the couch, only this side of the couch. How did we do that? We just simply wouldn't let him on that side of the couch, and they just pick up on it on their own eventually. Yeah. They're not stupid. They're smart. Bruce Wayne's throwing around Steve. Ooh, tricks with Steve. Tricks with Steve. You missed that, bro. He likes to throw it up, and he'll catch it. He'll throw it to himself. So before, when Bruce was a puppy, we would invite him up. Bruce Wayne, up. Let's go. Up. This is Bruce's spot. And now, because he's an adult and he's respectful, he's got full range of this half of the couch. He can go up whenever he wants. He does not need to ask permission anymore. And it actually took him a bit to get out of the habit of asking permission.
It did,
If we were in the kitchen back this way, he would stand right about here and he would just look over the couch.
He'd look at you with those eyes like, can I get up here? And you'd say, Bruce, okay. And then he'd get up, but he would wait till you told him he could get up. And
that kind of just took a while to break that habit.
Yeah.
You know? So some days it's just so cold and nasty outside. Like today's freezing.
Yeah.
It was not fun being outside playing with Bruce earlier. So she gets home from work 6, 7, sometimes.
It's pitch black out.
6 would be early for you.
Right.
It's usually 6:30 to 7:30, sometimes 8. I'm with Bruce all day because I work from home. She's not.
Yeah.
So she still needs to do drills with Bruce.
Yeah. It's important for him to still get that from me as one of his leaders, to know that Jason's not the only one that does that with him.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's going to look at me as a playmate versus a leader. So it's important that I still do all the things in terms of playing with him, giving him that love and attention, versus not just cuddling him either, mentally stimulating him, which can be hard when it's pitch black out at night.
Because if not, then the dog's definitely not going to start listening to her. Like she said, he's always going to be looking at me for direction, not her. And you don't want that. Basically, everyone in the family needs to be involved. So, husbands, be involved. Wives, be involved. Have your kids involved. Everyone needs to do drills and training with the dog, or the dog's not going to see them as a leader.
There's actually, there's rainy days, there's so many crummy days, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't stimulate their dog. And there's actually a ton of different ways within your own home, giant dog or not, that you can mentally stimulate them. And I think we're going to show you a few of those ways. So
let me show you what Kara does. And it's just basic. It's not even like anything difficult or anything hard. It's just doing basic drills.
Basic drills.
In the house versus doing them outside.
Right.
You can still walk your dog in the house.
You don't need a lot of space. You don't need a giant house. You don't, there's a way to do it. So just be flexible with your training for your dog.
Now, when he was younger, we would do these drills with a leash and collar on.
Correct.
In the house.
Yes.
Because he wasn't off-leash trained like he is now. Right. Now, since he's off-leash trained, we just omit that. He doesn't wear a collar in the house. He free balls it. Right,
That's
bro?
a great way to train a puppy, though, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because for the first, 9 months of Bruce's life, the first 6 months of our last dog's life, and the first 9 months of Bruce Wayne's life, he had a leash and collar on 24/7 in the house if he wasn't in his crate. That way you can correct him if he gets into something.
Right, because you can't correct them after the fact. They're not gonna learn anything from that.
Yep. So if you watch any of her old videos about 2017 when we got Bruce, everyone's like, why is she dragging around the leash in the house?
Yeah, my pro prep videos.
And that's why, just so we could constantly be on him, constantly training him, basically teaching him how to act in the house.
Yeah, and for his own safety too, you guys. Puppies are quick, they're fast. You look down 1 minute to grab your lunch or something, and the dog's gone and it's got something in its mouth and it's already swallowed it. Things happen that quickly. So it's training, and it's also for safety of your dog too.
He doesn't want you, he wants me.
What's new? Third wheeling. Get out of here. Get out of here, Mom.
I want my dad.
This is about me and Dad right now, Mom.
Alright, let's do this. So I'm gonna let Kara kind of take over.
Let's go.
And let's go is different from heel.
Bruce Wayne set. Good boy, Bruce Wayne. That's such a good boy. Bruce Wayne heel. Good heel, Bruce Wayne.
You can see Bruce looking at her for direction.
Good heel.
She stops, he stops.
Good heel, Bruce Wayne.
He's a little bit behind, but that's fine because if he had a leash on, that's still room that he can work with. She doesn't even tell him to stop. He just stops on his own. He goes on his own because he's on a heel command.
First heel. No lippy there. Let's pick it up. Yep. First heel. You can come this way. Good boy.
Just making him go through some
Good
awkward spots.
boys.
Some tight spots.
Bruce Wayne set. Bruce stay. Good stay, Bruce Wayne. That's a good stay.
Listen, that's another good thing to do is just like make your dog stay. Like literally just put him in the kitchen and make him stay. Just don't forget about him.
Don't forget to take him off command like Jason's father did one time, where Bruce just sat in the living room for an hour.
We've done it before too. Kara's like, do you have him on a stay command? I'm like, oops, yup.
Show how attentive he is to me. Waiting for my next command, waiting to see what I want him to do. He's gonna take my lead. Good stay, Bruce Wayne. Good boys. Bruce, okay? Okay? Yeah. Good boy. I said okay, which means he can do whatever he wants at the moment. He's technically not on command. I took him off, so that's why he kind of cautiously, I think, came over to see if I was going to tell him to do something else. I didn't, so he took advantage and grabbed Steve while he could.
He always grabs Steve.
Bruce Wayne set. Good boy. Can you shake? Oh, good boys.
And you-
Kiss? Can I have a kiss right now? No, Mom, your breath stinks.
And you can see, like, because Bruce is on her command, he's literally looking into her eyes for the next direction. You guys always
Bruce
see
Wayne,
him.
let's go.
You guys always see him looking at me. It's the same. Like he's gonna look at her because she's his leader, and she's got him on command right now.
See this eye contact we're making?
Perfect. So we don't have a very big house, and we were still able to work with Bruce.
Come on up. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. Thank you. So you don't have to do it even for 30 minutes. Honestly, just doing like 5 to 10 drills, just doing a few different commands, having them sit, stay, heel. You can have them wait, all those different things. You don't have to do it for an hour long. Even just going through some of those drills gives him that mental stimulation that I'm his leader. He takes commands from me, and he appreciates that.
He does, and you don't want to sit there and do 30 minutes drills with your dog anyways.
Yeah.
They're gonna, especially puppies, they're gonna get bored, and then they're gonna start having fails. And as you know, we want to not have any fails if we can.
Set them up for success.
Yep, set them up for success. Don't set them up for failure. So just do it in 5-minute bursts like this, 3-minute bursts with this. Go through, 2 hours later, do it again. A few hours later, have somebody else in the house do it again.
And now that he's gone through the commands with me, we spent some time doing some drills. I called him up on the couch. Now he's getting my love and affection, and oh, I love you so much. So lead with your drills first, and then the love afterwards, so that they're excited to do the drills because
this is the reward.
This is the reward, is the love and affection they get afterwards.
Which is why I'm always telling you guys, don't just love up on your dog all the time. And that's really hard for her.
Super hard.
Even now, I try to remind her, I'm like, don't be loving up on him all the time. It's fine if she does every now and then.
Not as much now as when he was a puppy and I was still learning. This wasn't natural for me, you guys, to train a dog this way and to not just love him all the time and to, put him on command and do the drills was not natural for me. But you can learn it and do it, and clearly it's so worth it.
It is. It makes a world of a difference.
Yeah.
Because so even now, even still, if Bruce Wayne just lays down in his own, respectfully where we want him to, without even asking, we will praise him. We will love him because that's just conveying to him and communicating to him, I just liked your behavior.
Right.
So please continue to do it.
That's a good point. You don't have to do it just because you put him on command. There's times where Jason and I are in the middle of something, and he'll just go and lay down, and he's being a very respectful dog. So we'll, we'll compliment him for that. We'll tell him, good boy, or whatever he's doing. This
breed wants to please their owners, so take advantage of that. Yeah. Really take advantage of that. Love them when they do something good. Use that love for reward. Bruce Wayne's not treat driven, as I've explained. That's why we trained him like this, with love versus treats.
A nice example of how rewarding this was yesterday. We had my sister over, who Bruce is very familiar with, but even if someone he's not familiar with comes over, we don't have to be stressed out about it as owners because he's a very respectful dog. He's going to do what he needs to in the house, or we'll command him otherwise. Yesterday while my sister was over, she's like, it's like you don't even have a dog here, because he was so quiet. He went and he laid on the couch and slept while my sister and I filmed a video. Jason was working. He was in and out all over the place. The dog didn't move. He laid on the couch, comfortable, confident, and wasn't up in our business at all because he's just that well trained. Yes, and
I know everyone, I don't want to sound mean, but you know what I'm talking about. If you have a dog and you love your dog to death, but they're annoying,
Yeah, they all get annoying.
Winston had super annoying tendencies because he wasn't as trained as Bruce.
He wasn't as confident.
He wasn't as confident. He wasn't as trained as Bruce. So
bulldogs are just a different personality.
So it's worth putting that time into your dog.
Yeah.
Especially as a puppy. Because a year and a half later, you're going to be like, oh my God, this dog is so easy to live with.
Yes.
So easy to live with.
Yes.
So if you guys need help training your dog, don't delay. Look in the description box. There's links down there for a perfect puppy course, a canine obedience course, which is called the Canine Boot Camp. These courses are great for all dogs, not just Cane Corsos. Right. There's a raw feeding course, which is why Bruce Wayne looks so magnificent all the time. You see a lot of Corsos with a lot of gunk in their eyes. Bruce Wayne does get the gunk in his eyes, but not that much, and it's because of his diet. Before he was on raw, he used to get it way more. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was way worse.
Big difference.
And again, he still gets it. It's just not to that level. And then we have a bundle of all the courses, and you're going to save some money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out my wife's channel if you want. Territory Fit Life.
Yes.
all things fitness, nutrition, fashion, makeup. Let me know what else you guys want to see. T-shirts in the merch box down below, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.